Back to our channel, that is AI next generation. So this particular video belongs to error handling in the Python. So we, in the previous video, we already have gone through the lambda function. There are various type of data type we have just gone. Now this particular video belongs to the error handling in this Python. So how you are just handling the error. Okay, so whenever you are just doing any error in the programming language, whenever you're just writing hundreds line of the code, and whenever you are just executing that particular whole code, and then after suddenly you got an error, something in 50 or 51 line of the things. Okay, so you want to handle that type of error, because whenever you are just getting the error, means you are just terminating that particular whole programming, means you are just the programming is breaking, the coding is break, and then after it will finally executed. Okay, so the thing is that you have to overcome this particular error. You are just using the error handling in the Python, because whenever you are just writing some code and due to some error the program breaks. Okay, you don't want to break your program. Okay, you want to continue your program even the error is coming. You want to handle that type of error, you can just do with the help of error handling. Okay, so let's give an example, then after it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, suppose, even I will just take you the example, as suppose you are just somewhere, you are just writing the code. Okay, you are just writing that code and you are just taking input from the user, and at that particular thing will be only integer. That if I'm just writing here, how you are just taking the input from the integer, that is the input, and then after you are wrapping off all of them with the int means you will always, it will be an integer form. Okay, you are just writing enter number something. Okay, so but suddenly you are just entering any number sub in n, so whenever you are writing n, it will just execute. Clear, it will not give you an error. But suddenly if you are just writing some strings, if you're writing, if you're just writing Python, okay, so what will be give you, it will give you error, because Python you can't convert your string to integer. Okay, so this type of error handling, how you have to bust done. If even the another error handling, I can just take an example. Suppose this is the 100 divided by n you are just doing. Okay, so whenever if someone will enter even number and they have just entered as a 0, they have just entered as a 10, first of all I will just execute. If you are just entering as a 10, it will just execute, it will give you 10.0. Okay, but whenever you are just writing in position of, and you are just writing 0, it will just give you 0 division error. Why? Because you can't divide 100 by 0, it will give you infinite or something. Okay, so to do this one, to overcome of this type of error, you are using the error handling in the Python. Clear? So because you can easily do what you are just writing the code, but suddenly you, whenever there is an error, it will just break the code. You don't want this one to break your code. If there is a breaking of the code, means that particular interpreter will stop, Python interpreter will stop, and it will not execute for the further code. To handle this type of error, you are going to use the try and expect method in this particular Python, and how you are going to use, I will explain you in detail. Clear? So now you are just taking n from the particular user, you are just taking n from particular user. Okay, and now what I'm just writing here, you are just taking the n then after you are just writing the try. Okay, you are just writing the try, and then after you are just writing some value. Suppose you are just writing that particular a equal to, whenever you are just dividing any number by 10. Okay, or you can just divide by something n. Clear? You are just dividing n or 100 by n, you're just writing this. Why I'm just writing, whenever this is basically, we have to handle this 0 division error. How you are going to handle this error? Because whenever someone is entering the 0, you are getting the error, your programming is breaking. So to overcome of this, you are going to use try and expect. Okay, so here you are just writing try, and then after you are finally you are just writing expect. Okay, accept and here in accept you have to write 0 division error. You have to say that it is basically the, whenever you should not enter 0, then you, that's why if someone enters the 0, then you are just writing this is a 0 division error, but that particular you are just giving the output, that part the program will not break at that time. I will just show you, it will not give you any error. Okay, you are just writing 0 division error in that, if this any number that is divided by if the number and someone is written as 0, then it will display as 0 division error, but you don't want to break the program, you want to execute. Okay, so you can just do write print any number, that is a number is a or something, division by a, you are just getting this one. Okay, but whenever you are just, someone is taking n as a someone is taking n as 0, then you are just going for the 0 division error, and you have to handle this error. To what you can just write here, this is a, you can just write here 0 division 0 error, you can just say for now. Okay, you can just try even So first of all, you will take the input from the user. Clear? If you are taking 10, you are getting the output. You will get the output. Okay, number is a 10. After the division of 100 divided by 10, you are just getting the 10. But suddenly, if you are just again running, and if you are putting in position of n, you are just putting as 0, then what it will come? This, if you are just putting as 0, then it will just give you the 0 error. Now your program has been executed, but it has been not display any error. You can even see you are not getting any error, but you are just this particular except they are handling the 0 division error. Means you know that after if it is divided by 0, you will get 0 division error. So you are just writing 0 division error, and then after what you want to print, you can just display to the user. Clear? This was really easy. Even you can just write here, if you want to write this thing as a, I can just write where you can just write a error, and then after even you can just print this 0 division error. Okay, you can even write this one, print error. Let's see. And then after that you are executing the 0, and let's take, and it is division by 0. Okay, division by 0, you are getting this one. Okay, so if it is division by 0, you are getting this particular, if someone is writing in position f and they are writing 0, then you are getting 0 division error. But your program has been executed, there is no breaking of in the programming. This is where you are handling the error. Okay, so similar way I can just take one more example. Like if you are entering the string, suppose you are just want any name, suppose you want to take any name, or you want to take any values for that. Okay, or even you can just write multiple also. If you here you are just writing try, here you are just writing expect. Okay, here again you are just writing, if you have to take any in anything from the user, this n I can just take in here. Okay, I can just take an n in try. Okay, and then after you are just printing n, you want to print this n, print a particular n. Clear? So you are just printing that the particular number. Clear? So now in that position, this is a 0 division error. And also if someone enters in place of n, they enter the string. Again, it is the matter. No, someone enters the, let me explain first. You are just writing here, you are just able to handle the 0 easily, but someone is writing their name like Python, they are just writing, then how you are going to do this time error? Again, it is displaying the error. You are able to handle the 0 division error, but how you are able to handle this one? Okay, so now for to handle this, again you are just writing one more except, and here you are going to write here, if some division, that is a value error, you are getting this one, a value error. Okay, just write value error. Clear? I don't think so you will have doubt in this. And here you are just printing, this is a value error, please enter valid number. Just write please enter only integer. Okay, or any number. Okay, any number, you don't enter any string value. Okay, so now you just run, and even you can just see, if you are just entering something like just 10, I'm just writing for now 10, you are getting number as a 10. Here I'm just giving the number as a 10, printing also. And here you are just writing print as a at 10 equal to, right, you are just writing printing that particular number what you are just entering. And then after you are just after division of that, what you are just getting, you are not getting any 0 division error, you are not getting a value error. Okay, now the first of all, if it is a 0 error, if you are just entering as a 0, okay, so then what will be the output? It will give you the division by 0, means it is division by 0, you don't want to take, but still your programming is not breaking, your coding is not breaking, you are able to execute this thing. But again, if you are just running, if you are writing in place of 0, you are writing string, you are writing Python. Okay, if you are just writing this Python. Clear? Now still you are able to handle. Why? Because of value error. You are see, please enter only integer number. Clear? So it was about the how you are able to handle the value error, how you are able to handle the 0 division error. Even the someone will enter 0, it will able to handle. If someone will enter any string value, it will also able to handle. So this was about the try and except method that you are using to handle the error in the Python. I think it is really clear to you. So this was about the try and except. If you have any doubt, even you can just write in the comment section, I will get back to you soon. So this was about the error handling in the Python. In the next video, we are going to see more about in the Python. That's all for this video. Thank you.